A woman who truly loves you will never put herself in a position to lose you. Let that sink deep into your bones. Read it again in your mind. Because right now, there is a man watching this video who is actively trying to negotiate his own worth with a woman who has already decided to replace him. He is driving himself completely insane, staring into the bathroom mirror, wondering why his absolute best was not good enough. Society has lied to you since you were a little boy. You were taught a terrible, poisonous fairy tale. You were told that if you just work hard, pay the heavy bills, buy the flowers, and treat a woman like an absolute queen, she will stay fiercely loyal to you until the end of time. You were taught that a woman only looks for another man if you are failing as a provider or if you are treating her badly. That is the biggest trap ever set for the modern man. The cold, brutal reality that nobody wants to admit out loud is this. There are specific types of women in this world who are biologically and mentally wired to break your trust. You could give them the entire world on a silver plate. You could build them a massive mansion. You could have $1 million in the bank and give them perfect, unconditional love. And they would still find a dirty, sneaky reason to look at another man behind your back. It has absolutely nothing to do with your value. It has everything to do with their permanently broken minds. If you do not learn how to spot these 3 exact types of women early, you will spend your entire life building a beautiful house on top of sinking mud. You will drain your wallet, destroy your physical health, and ruin your peace of mind trying to fix a person who cannot be fixed. The first type of woman who will always betray you is the one who survives entirely on the attention of strange men. We call her the validation addict. On the outside, she looks like a total dream. She is usually very beautiful. She spends hours getting ready in front of the mirror. When you first meet her, she makes you feel like you are the greatest king on earth. But deep inside her chest, right where her soul and her self-respect are supposed to be, there is just a massive, dark hole. She has absolutely no true love for herself. So, she survives by feeding on the external validation of the world. She uses male attention exactly like an addict uses a heavy drug. She desperately needs it to feel alive. She needs strange men to look at her body when she walks into a restaurant. She needs random guys to send her fire emojis on the internet. She needs to feel desired by everyone just to wake up in the morning and feel like she matters. Let us talk about a good man who fell perfectly into this trap. We will call him Marcus. Marcus was a strong, hardworking guy with a very soft heart. He met a woman who was completely glued to her phone. She posted pictures of herself every single day, waiting for the likes and comments to roll in from hundreds of random men. She was deeply insecure. She was always asking Marcus if she was pretty enough, or if he still loved her. Marcus loved her deeply. So he went on a mission to prove his love. He told her she was beautiful every single morning. He bought her expensive things so she would feel confident. He gave her 100% of his masculine attention. But Marcus started noticing something sick. When he took her out to a romantic dinner, she never actually looked at him. She was constantly looking over his shoulder, scanning the room, checking to see if the guys at other tables were staring at her. When they walked through a store, she would purposely walk slower when a group of single men walked by, just to see if they would turn their heads. Marcus ignored his gut feeling. He told himself she was just insecure and needed more love. One weekend, Marcus had to work a double shift. She told him she was just going to have a quiet drink with her single friends. The next morning, Marcus saw a message flash on her phone screen. It was from a strange guy she met at the bar. They had crossed the ultimate line. Marcus was completely crushed. His world stopped. When he confronted her, she cried her eyes out. She gave the classic, pathetic excuse. She said the other guy just started complimenting her, and she was feeling ugly lately. She said Marcus had been working so much, and this stranger just made her feel pretty for 5 minutes. Marcus sat on the bed holding his head, wondering what he did wrong. He asked himself, did I not call her beautiful enough? Marcus did absolutely nothing wrong. He poured an entire ocean of love into her cup. But you cannot fill a cup that has a hole in the bottom. A validation addict will never be satisfied by the love of one good man. The compliments from a loyal boyfriend become normal and boring to her. But the dirty attention of a total stranger gives her brain a massive spike of chemical excitement. If you catch a woman posting thirsty pictures on the internet while she sleeps in your bed, or entertaining the attention of random guys in her private messages, you must understand she is showing you her true nature. Run away before she destroys you. The second type of woman who will always cheat is the woman who is completely addicted to chaos. A normal, healthy person wants peace. A good woman wants a stable man, a quiet home, and a safe environment. But the chaos addict absolutely hates peace. Peace terrifies her. Usually, she grew up in a very messy environment, or her past relationships were full of screaming and fighting. Her brain is actually wired for a war zone. So, when she finally meets a good, strong, stable man, a man who does not yell, a man who pays his bills, a man who just wants to relax, her brain malfunctions. She interprets your peace as absolute boredom. She feels like she is going crazy in a quiet house. She needs the heavy spikes of adrenaline to feel like the relationship is real. If you are a good man, she will actively try to provoke you. She will start arguments out of thin air. She will pick a massive fight over how you folded the laundry just to see if you will scream. And if you refuse to fight, if you stay completely calm and peaceful, she will take it to the absolute extreme. She will cheat. Not because she does not love you, but because betrayal is the biggest atomic bomb of drama she can drop on your peaceful life. Look at the story of a true winner who faced this exact woman. We will call him David. David was a calm, disciplined man. He valued his quiet home above everything. He started dating a woman who was full of wild energy. At first, it was fun. But quickly, she started testing him. She would show up 2 hours late to their dates just to see if he would lose his temper. David never yelled. He just told her calmly to respect his time. She hated his calmness. She wanted him to act like a crazy, jealous maniac because she confused toxic jealousy with true love. One weekend, David went out of town for work. She went to a club, purposely danced with another man, took a picture with him, and posted it online where she knew David would see it. She wanted to trigger a massive, screaming fight over the phone. She wanted David to call her 50 times, begging and screaming. David saw the picture. He did not feel jealousy. He felt total clarity. He recognized exactly what she was doing. She was a chaos addict trying to burn down his peaceful life. David did not call her once. He texted his landlord to remove her name from the lease, and he sent her one single text message. He said, "You love drama more than you love loyalty. Do not be at my house when I get back." Then he blocked her forever. She lost her mind. The silence completely destroyed her. She realized she played a stupid game with a man who does not negotiate. She caused a huge scene, begging for his attention, but David walked right past her like she was a ghost. David is a massive winner because he understood you cannot fix a woman addicted to the fire. She betrayed him exactly because he was a safe, calm guy. She views a nice guy as a weak target. If you try to save a chaos addict, she will just pull you into the burning building with her. You must protect your peace at all costs and walk away. The third type of woman who will always cheat on you is the absolute most dangerous. She is a master of disguise. You will not see her coming until the knife is already entirely in your back. We call her the opportunist. The opportunist does not cheat with her emotions. She cheats with pure, cold logic. She views a relationship exactly like a business deal. You are not her final destination. You are just a bridge that helps her get to a better, richer, more successful life. And the exact second she crosses that bridge, she will burn it to the ground without shedding a single tear. She is constantly scanning the room for a bigger, better deal. If another man comes along who makes more money, has a bigger house, or has a better job title than you, she will erase your entire history together in one single afternoon. Let me tell you about a good man who gave his entire life to an opportunist. We will call him John. John was a highly loyal, blue-collar worker. He made decent money. He started dating a woman who was working a minimum wage job. She told John she had a big dream of going to medical school, but she could not afford it. John stepped up like the ultimate nice guy. He moved her into his nice house. He paid for her food, her gas, and her school tuition. He worked extreme overtime for 3 entire years so she could sit at home and study in total peace. He thought he was building a powerful team. He thought that by investing in her future, he was securing her loyalty forever. He was completely wrong. She graduated and got a high-paying job at a prestigious hospital. Suddenly, she started acting very distant. She started working late. She bought expensive clothes. One evening, John found a receipt in her car for a luxury hotel. It was booked under her name, and the name of a senior doctor at her new hospital. When John confronted her, the mask fell off. She did not cry. She looked at John with completely cold, empty eyes. She packed her expensive bags and said, "Look, I am grateful for what you did. But we are in different places now. You are just a regular worker, and I am moving up in the world. I need a man on my level." She walked out the door and drove straight to the doctor's massive house. John was absolutely destroyed. He was financially ruined and emotionally shattered. He lost 3 years of his hard-earned money and his heart. He did not understand that the opportunist does not honor loyalty. When John met her, he was useful. He served a purpose. But the exact day she got her degree and met a richer man, John's usefulness expired. He was just a stepping stone. You cannot outwork an opportunist. If she views men as utility tools, she will always cheat the moment a shinier tool walks into the room. How do you spot her early? Listen to what she asks you on the first dates. An opportunist asks questions that sound like a job interview. She wants to know exactly what you do for a living, what car you drive, and how much money you make. She cares much more about your resume than your character. If she constantly pressures you to buy things you cannot afford, she is showing you that your value is tied completely to your wallet. Brothers, if you're watching right now, I need a small favor. My ex said I wouldn't even reach 100K subscribers. I need you to help me prove her wrong. Please hit subscribe, drop a like, and leave a comment right now. Let's show her what men can do. If you ever catch an opportunist cheating, never give her a second chance. If she tests the waters with a richer man and comes running back to you crying, do not believe the tears. She is only crying because the other man rejected her, and she needs to keep you as her safe backup plan. You must open the door, point to the street, and let her walk away into the cold. When you completely remove these 3 types of women from your life, the validation addict, the chaos addict, and the opportunist, your entire reality will change. You will stop experiencing the massive betrayals that destroy most modern men. You will realize that peace of mind is the absolute ultimate luxury. You will finally create the quiet space in your life to attract a highly loyal, grounded woman who actually respects your character and loves your soul, no matter how much money is in your pocket. Brothers, if you're watching right now, I need a small favor. My ex said I wouldn't even reach 100k subscribers. I need you to help me prove her wrong. Please hit subscribe, drop a like, and leave a comment right now. Let's show her what men can do. I want to hear directly from you right now. We learn from the deep scars of the men who have walked through the fire before us. I want you to go down to the comment section and answer this smart question with brutal honesty. Which one of these 3 dangerous types of women cost you the most time and money in your past? And what was the exact red flag you completely ignored because you wanted to see the best in her? Did you ignore the opportunist asking about your bank account on the first date? Did you ignore the chaos addict picking a fight over absolutely nothing? Write your story down in the comments right now. Let the younger men read your exact experience so they can open their eyes and dodge the bullet before it hits them. Guard your timeline, protect your hard-earned resources, and never, ever negotiate your loyalty with someone who treats you like a temporary option. Stay strong.